Hello, podcast family. This is Diane Brandon Moody, and I'm here again with another episode of 50 Something Love. I tell you, the last few weeks have been crazy busy in my world, and I'm sure it's been like that for you as well. It's also been a tough time in the world. I mean, here we are preparing for our most sacred holidays, or one of the most sacred holidays of the year, whether you're celebrating Christmas. Hanukkah, I understand, is a little less sacred than the High Holy Days, but still, it's a Jewish holiday that people look forward to. And there have been some big tragedies in the world lately. Bondi Beach in Australia, where Jews were attacked simply for being Jewish, as far as anybody knows at the time I'm recording this. Rob Reiner was murdered by his own son and his wife both. That hit me particularly hard. I used to be in the film business, which some people know. I also was in the rock and roll business and met hundreds, if not thousands, of celebrities over my career, sports too. I never had the pleasure of meeting Rob Reiner. I wish I had, but it really hit me because some of his best movies were movies that I just loved. When Harry Met Sally, I laughed so hard during Spinal Tap, I was spitting out my water. You know, what a great artist. So that is a time that's tough. It's just tough. And then I find out Tony Geary of General Hospital died, exact same age as Rob Reiner, who played Luke Spencer. Now, you know, this was a very problematic storyline at the time, but it was also a massively popular show. When I was in college, I could walk through my dorm from one end of the dorm to the other end of the dorm and never miss a single word of dialogue of what was going on with the whole Luke and Laura thing going on. And we know people don't fall in love with their rapists. This was a tragic storyline. It was early 80s, late 70s. So enough about all of the tragedy in the world. But let me tell you, I'm here with you. I understand there's stuff going on. To change the topic a little bit, what I want to say is I'm very excited that I have a free event coming up for you on New Year's Eve 2025. I know some of you hear this long after it's been posted, but New Year's Eve, it's going to be from noon to 2 p.m. Central Time. And we are going to be talking about a ritual and actually doing the ritual. This is not sitting around and doing nothing. This is actual participatory stuff. We're going to be doing the exact same ritual that I did on New Year's Eve of 2017 that helped me manifest my husband in literally hours. I didn't even realize this until recently, but I have told this story about how I was writing down goals for 2017 and a voice told me that I needed to write down that I wanted to be engaged. And I argued with the voice because I thought the voice was crazy. But the voice was very insistent. So I said, okay. And I wrote it down and went on with it. A few minutes later, the voice said, put a personals ad on Craigslist. And this time I really argued with it because, oh my God, do you know what's on Craigslist? Yuck. But the voice insisted once again. So I said, okay. In 6 minutes, I wrote a brilliant ad, if I do say so myself. It was extremely unique and pretty catchy, slightly sexy, but not at all sleazy. So I got 300 responses overnight. And one of them was my now husband, even though I didn't see it for like 6 weeks. It had come in my spam folder, and I was just so busy answering the 300 that I saw, or not. Some of them I just flat out deleted. Nobody needs a picture of your junk, guys. Just don't do it. Um, but I deleted them and moved on. And so then I just decided to look in the spam folder, and there was his message that was very direct and to the point, um, which is the way he is. He's a man of few words, he doesn't talk a lot. But I responded to it. And then it took us a little bit longer than that to meet in person. I had a horrible sinus infection and sounded like death warmed over. And he went to Houston to help build back his mother's house with his brother for his vacation, which I thought that has to be a decent guy who's doing that. And then we met on March 3rd, 2018, and got married on March 2nd, 2019, 365 days later. That's a whole story. You all have heard it, I'm sure. The reason I'm saying this is I am a big believer in manifesting. I don't always talk about it because some people think it's stupid. And frankly, it gets taught in a stupid manner sometimes. Sometimes people just don't know what they're talking about and they just mess it all up with all of the junk that they pile on top of what they think is going on. So, but I have manifesting tips that actually work. And so that's what we're going to go into. Now, 2 hours isn't a lot of time to do what I want to do. So we're going to be busy and getting through it. But we're also going to be introducing a few little nervous system um, activities. And I'm just not going to tell you the rest. You're just going to have to trust me because this is free. This is free. Now, there is an upgrade opportunity, a $97 upgrade opportunity if you want to do that. It is, you get a whole lot of other things to go along with it that I'll help walk with you for the rest of January. So, in order to see either option, please go to dianebrandonmoody.com/manifesting. And you can, as I said, join for completely free, or you can go the $97 route, which frankly, you're going to get a lot more than is worth $97. You're going to get easily 2 or 3 times that. And both come with a coupon for money off for the next cohort of Simply Irresistible, which starts in February. If you're taking the free route, you get $100 off. And if you're taking the $97 route, you get $300 off. So let's get this done. Let's get going. I want you to start thinking about what it is you would like to manifest in 2026 as far as a relationship goes. I suppose you can use this kind of discussion. You can come if you want to, if you're not looking for a relationship and you want to manifest a better job or whatever, you're welcome to do that because the techniques will work just the same. But I'm mostly going to be talking about love because that's what we do here. That's what we do is help people find the love of their lives, particularly women over 50. So I really hope that you'll join us. I hope that you can come along. And I'm going to cut this one short because there is so much to do about this going on, but I wanted to get something up today. So I really, really hope you're going to join us. Questions, info@dianebrandonmoody.com. Thank you.